Okay.
Okay, so I want to show you what I have right here. I have the dough that has been cut into 8 pieces, and these are the 2 that I haven't made. I have already made 6 of them. There's 6 mooncake, and I'll finish making the 2 with you. And these are the 2 dough filling that I made with mung bean this morning. So I'm going to, they're about the same size. I'm going to make one a little bit bigger than the other, and I'll show you why in a minute. This one is going to be a bit bigger and this one smaller, okay? Because I want to make one with the salted egg yolk in the middle. So this is the egg yolk I have made from scratch. Instead of using duck egg, I made it with chicken egg. And it's basically taking a chicken egg and put it in brine for about 30 days. And then after they come out of the brine, you hard boil it, and you're going to take out the egg white and use the egg yolk for the filling. So the other thing I didn't mention in the email is you need to use an egg for egg wash. So I put that ready. So I'm going to start with, the oven is already set to 325 degrees. I'm going to start with taking one of these dough, and I'm going to use the bigger one of the dough and make a regular mooncake. So with this is the filling, and this is dough. They're about the same size, but this is a bit smaller. I'm going to cut this in half like this, and using my hands. In fact, I should put some oil in my hand, because I did say keep your oil ready. So you're going to wipe your hand with the oil and also wipe your, we don't use water in the dough at all. Everything is the oil and the syrup. So taking 2 of them, I'm going to press them and make them into a disc. And now I'm going to roll it out. It doesn't matter if they're not round, just roll them out flat enough to cover the ball. So sometimes the dough is going to fall apart because it's very crumbly. So after I roll it out, I'm just going to take the rolling pin and go around the edges to make the edges a bit thinner. Doesn't have to be round. So put the filling in the middle, and I take one of these and just go around and press the thing up from the side to the to enclose the ball. There's a little bit of dirt in there. So enclose the ball, and now we have half the ball covered up. Taking the other half, and it might fall apart when you do this, but no matter, because you can always use your hand to put around. So you can see that the parts that are not totally closed, you can always take more dough from other parts and make sure you totally enclose the filling. And now you can just squeeze them together, put a little pressure to roll out all the air, and press and roll, press and roll. That makes into a ball. This is the mold that I bought on Amazon.com. Is 2 inches wide and 2.5 inches thick. And I think somebody had a smaller one, which is 1.5 inches across, which is making it smaller. So for this, I'm going to make the next one, which is this is a baking pan with silicone top. The silicone keep the thing from getting burned. So I'm going to put that over the press. I press it along the side. Oh, it's too big, so it's leaking out some. That's fine. I'm going to press that hard and then lift it. And you get the mooncake. So it looks like this particular one is quite big compared to the rest, but I can still use the flour from this over here with the last mooncake. But if you are making, they are not all equal size because I didn't make the dough the equal size. But if you're making it for a bakery, you have to weigh every, the dough, you weigh the filling, so to make sure they're all the same size. So the final piece of dough, I'm going to do it with the egg yolk. So here's the filling, which is a little smaller than the other one. Press it down and just put the egg yolk in the middle and roll it up again. I did burn the filling a little bit this morning, so that's why there's a little bit brown spots. So the salted chicken egg is in the middle of the filling. And again, with the dough, I'm going to cut it in half again, like I did with the other one. Roll it on both hands into balls, and then press it up. And now roll them out. Press the outside edges so they're a bit thinner than the inside. Put the filling in the middle. Straight up. Bring the edges up to the sides. And now you got half the ball. And take the second piece over the top. Press it down around the edge and make sure they're covered. And then press and roll. Press, squeeze, and roll to squeeze out some of the air inside. Just kind of like making a meatball, right? So this is the last one. Put it on the press. Press the outside rim and then press the inside and lift. Now this one has the egg yolk in the middle. How can I tell when I cook it? If you have a food coloring, red food coloring, you can use, but I only have yellow food coloring. So just put a little dot of food coloring in the middle. So after it's cooked, I know which one has the egg yolk. This one is the other one that has the egg yolk too. I made two. So these are ready to go in the oven. The oven has heated up to 325. I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes. Follow me. This is a small oven. It just fits quite nicely. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes and I'm going to pause the recording and talk to you and answer any questions. So call me when the 10 minutes are up.
10 minutes, okay.
10. I'll go over and I will pause the recording. Okay. Turn off the sound. Get it off the. All right, you want to come over here so we can watch the Take it out of the fridge. I mean the oven. And then it needs to cool down a little bit. And while it's cooling, I will take the temperature down to 300. All right. Now I'm going to prepare the egg wash. We just want to use the egg yolk for this, the egg wash, which is not put a little bit of water, maybe a teaspoon or so of water, and mix it up. You can only, whatever you use, whatever is left over, you can mix it together and use it the next time you make an omelet or something. So don't waste anything. So this is cooled down a little bit. I think the reason they want you to cool down for a long time before you put the egg wash is because it once otherwise, just putting the egg wash in while it's still warm, destroys the pattern that the pattern of the mold. So actually, by already cooking a little bit, it's already the pattern of the mold is quite it's not as clear as when it was before I cook it. So putting the egg wash now may even mess up the pattern a little even more. But if you have patience, you can wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but I don't have the patience. And I don't think my family really, really care very much whether they can see the pattern. The pattern here is actually, it means long life. I'll just brush it on now. Both the top as well as the side. You can see that yellow color is actually looking more like orange. The oven is ready. It's come down to 300. And back to the oven for another 10 minutes. Doesn't really take a long time. I think I put my finger in, broke a little piece of the skin outside to be more careful. and set it for another 10 minutes, and that should be done. All right, I'm going to turn off the recording. You're watching that? 2 seconds. Oh, stop. All right, let's take a look. All right, it's browning quite nicely. Still a little pale, but this is done. The inside is done. Do you like yours pale?
Yep.
Okay. So if I have put this halfway up, I was afraid if I put it halfway up, it will burn. So that's why it is a little bit pale in color. But I'm going to stop it now and just let it cool down. All right. So happy eating. Let me turn off the recording.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to turn off the recording. It will